Hello everyone, welcome to Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for July 22nd through to July 28th. Seeing as we're coming to the end of the month and in the height of summer, it's pretty quiet right now in the loyalty industry. Not too much going on, but we have definitely a few things to cover for this week still. There's always something, right? It's just we're not overwhelmed and inundated with tons of bonuses and tons of news. A lot of people are on vacation and traveling, so it really doesn't make sense to release a lot of news for programs. And yeah, with travel being more popular than ever right now, there's not a lot of incentive to give bonus offers to have people travel. But we do see a few. So like last week, that we covered in last week's episode, like Accor Hotels for Fairmont and other hotels, they have a pretty good bonus. We still see them, but just nothing really extravagant. So anyways, we'll get started with this week's episode. But first, if you enjoy this one, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. Trying to build it up. We're at a nice 518 subscribers. Nothing too crazy, but it's been growing slowly and steadily. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed, and thank you for those who will subscribe in the future. And yeah, thanks for liking the video as well. So this week we are going to start off with probably the most, I guess, popular news that we had for this week, and that is the new Amex Offers statement credit for stays with Marriott Hotels in Canada. So this offer for Amex cardholders who are targeted for it, which is most cardholders, but there's certain ones that aren't. It depends how many cards you have as well. But let's go over the offer first, and I'll get into the details of that. So the offer this year, this is an offer that we've seen a couple of years now. If you spend $500 with Marriott Hotels in Canada, you will receive a $100 statement credit. So you're getting 20% back if you're only spending $500. This is double of last year's offer. Last year's offer was spend $250, get $50. So you have to spend twice as much, but you also get twice as much rewarded. So same, still a 20% return on your spending if you're only spending $500. Again, a great offer. All the American Express cardholders who get this are super excited for it, seeing that Marriott is like the biggest hotel chain in Canada and one of the most popular for the points and miles aficionados. So they go hand in hand. It is cumulative spend on all your stays until November 25th after you register for this offer. So it doesn't have to be $500 in one hotel stay. You can have 5 $100 stays, 2 $250 stays, you name it. As long as your spend reaches $500, you will get that $100 statement credit. It's only open to the first 40,000 cards who register for it. So this came out on, I think it was Monday, which would have been July, excuse my math here, I think that was July 24th. Yeah, July 24th. And on July 28th, it was still showing on at least Scotia's page, and I'm going to get into that Scotia Amex cards can register for this one as well. So there's still time. If you haven't checked your Amex accounts, be sure to go online or in the app and see if you have any of your cards targeted for this and register for it right away. Even if you don't think you have any Marriott stays, you might want to do so because you never know when you might, hey, I'm going to go have a staycation or something, or do something, or work has you out for travel when you weren't planning to, you name it. There's a lot of reasons why you should register for. Sometimes with Amex offers, I'm a little iffy. It's like, well, do I tell people to register if they know they're not going to use it because it is limited to 40,000? I think I'll leave that up to your discretion. If you know 100% you're not going to be staying at any Marriott hotels, then don't register your card. Leave that open for somebody else. But I think if you're on the fence and you might have stays, then definitely register for it right away. Get it on your cards. So yeah, so like I said, it's 40,000 cards or registered cards is what it's limited to. I personally received it on my Platinum card. Others I've heard of Cobalt. The odd person seems to be getting on their Bonvoy card, but not many. I think it's people who don't have many Marriott stays on their Bonvoy card or probably aren't even using their Bonvoy card, maybe getting the offer sent to them for that card. But I feel like if you have been using your Marriott card, your Marriott Amex card for Marriott stays, you're not going to be targeted for this because you're not the captive audience that they're trying to get because you're already staying with Marriott. They're trying to get extra people going to Marriott hotels or having extra stays and using these other cards, because if you're already staying there or using your Marriott card, what's the incentive of encouraging you to do more? I mean, it's the same thing we see with a lot of bonus offers and everything. It's kind of the same thing. So don't fret if you have it on another card. Just use it on that other card. Yeah, you're going to lose out on the 5 points per dollar for that $500 with your that you would earn on a Marriott Bonvoy card, but you'll be earning on most Amex cards is 2 points per dollar. So losing 3 points per dollar, but you're getting that $100 credit. So, and then switch back to going to your Marriott card for those for your Marriott stays. So, and then be sure to tie it in with bonus offers because this can be stacked. Right now, there's offers, bonus offers in Montreal, Calgary, Waterloo, and Kingston. I'll put a link to my Marriott page below where you can find all those bonus offers. So it can be stacked with that. And I appreciate anybody who does book with our Marriott links. We do earn commissions on Marriott stays. Appreciate you guys for doing that for us. That's how we keep Rewards Canada going. We don't charge any fees for anything to anybody. You book direct with Marriott, and we earn a small commission for that, but you are booking direct with them, so you have no worries about your elite status earning, getting your elite status benefits. That's all there. So thank you so much to anybody who does choose to book through our link. Yeah, and like I said, there's those bonus offers. I'll do another sweep because there aren't a lot right now. I'll do another sweep next week because we should see Marriott come up with their newest offers kind of for September, October. Right now, there's not a lot. I did see today that the 5,000 bonus points for stays at the Ritz-Carlton Toronto, it was supposed to end on July 27th, has now been extended to September 4th, so I'll update that on the Marriott page as well. So that's another bonus offer. The Calgary, Waterloo, Kingston, Montreal offers are all there. I think most of them go through sometime in August. And I know there's some for Vancouver as well that I think launch on August 1st. So I'll put those up next week as well. So be sure to stack your offers if you're staying with Marriott. Don't just go for the statement credit offer. If you can use these bonus offers, do it as well. And that is the Amex offer that we had for this week. The next thing that we, like I said, it wasn't tons of news this week. The actual news-wise, that's not an offer, is from More Rewards. So mostly for those out in Western Canada, they now allow you to pay with points at the till when you're cashing out for your groceries at like Save On Foods and their other stores. This is just like Scene Plus, where you can use Scene Plus points at Sobeys and that when you're checking out. So this, they allow you to do it now. Before, they would only allow you to redeem points for select items when you would shop there, or for like gift cards to shop there, but now you can use it right at the till. I mean, 10,000 points gets you $15 of credit. That's only 0.15 cents per point. That's pretty bad, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. It's brutal compared to some of the other options that they have with More Rewards. I mean, travel, you get 0.42 cents per point. That's the best option in More Rewards, is that. So nearly triple your value per point for travel. Gift card options, like going for gift cards through More Rewards. This isn't gift cards bought in store. This is through More Rewards. Those run at 0.2 to 0.25 cents. So you're getting, half of, I can't even do the math right now. Sorry. You're getting, I'll do the decimal wise, 0.05 to 0.1 cents more per point if you actually redeem for gift cards through More Rewards. Yeah, so this one at 0.15 right at the till, not the greatest option, but here's the thing. If you know you're never going to use your More Rewards points for travel or their gift card options, I mean, they are limited, don't really make sense to you, then this is the next best option, because the redeeming for gift cards to use in store comes in even worse. It comes in at like 0.14 something cents. You get about 5% more in store for your groceries than their gift card options. So it is, it's a redemption option. Any additional redemption option is great to have it, especially if maybe you don't collect a lot of More Rewards points. Maybe you only have 10,000, and for you, $15 off your groceries is great. It's something you need to use, and that's great to have it. So I'm happy they have it there. I just wish they would give it more value, but maybe they do promotions throughout the year. I remember last year I redeemed points for groceries because they do at times offer bonuses when you redeem points, and I did, and it was at the same value or very close to the same value as travel. I run that 0.4 cents per point, so that's where I used a lot of my More Rewards points, is when they ran that promotion. So perhaps this will lead into more offers where they have those bonuses. They'll get people used to redeeming 10,000 for $15, but then be like, hey, for this week you can get $30 for 10,000 points or something like that. So hopefully they do something like that with the program, because that'll make that even that much more attractive. Like I said, I'll link to the blog post, because I mentioned in the blog post, if you read it, I don't think this is as valuable as Scene Plus with Sobeys, but I'm going to double check the number, because More Rewards does tend to offer more bonus points. Almost every week there's a spend X, get Y amount of points. I know this week, as I'm recording this, is also they have that. I think it was 900 points if you spend $50. So not a huge bonus, maybe $3 worth of points or something at the travel redemption rate, a dollar something at the grocery redemption rate. But that's because they were also offering 4 times points on all purchases on top of that. So we have to run some numbers with these bonuses to see which program actually provides more value at the till for groceries outside of credit card earn as well, because when you factor in Scene Plus credit cards, they blow more rewards away because of the 6 points per dollar earning. More rewards, of course, used to have a credit card with Scotia, which now kind of makes sense. Maybe that's why they canceled that card. Number one, I don't think it garnered the attention it should have. It was like the best no annual fee card when it came out. But More Rewards wasn't known outside of Western Canada. Nobody in Ontario knew it. The only Ontario partner they had at that time was Petro-Canada and maybe Panago Pizza or something like that. They're not partnered with Petro-Canada anymore. And then, I guess, Scotia probably, had their sights on this whole Scene Plus, merging Scotia Rewards with Cineplex. So that's probably another reason why the More Rewards Scotia Visa card was canned, was probably because of the changes coming to Scene Plus as well. I never really thought about that until now. So kind of makes sense now that you think about it. So, but yeah, they do have the partnership with CIBC though, where if you use any CIBC credit card or debit card, you'll earn double the points when you're shopping at their grocery stores. So, if you're doing a shop and you earn 100 points, you'll earn 200 if you use a CIBC card. So that's something to take into consideration as well. Next thing up was addition on the Rewards Canada site, and that was our small business travel rewards credit card comparison chart launched this week. I finally got this one done, and that leaves only one left, and that's the small business cashback rewards cards. So this is, just like the other rewards comparison charts that we have on our site, if you've seen them, that we relaunched earlier this year in April. The most detailed comparison charts that I know of in Canada, comparing cards side by side, and the charts allow you to filter. You can search for things. You can filter by card. You can have, say, the card you have in your wallet and compare it against any of the others, all of them, or just one or two. And we cover a lot of items in there. They are best used on desktop just because there is so much information on them. I'll be honest, they don't work that great on phone because there is just so much information in there. If you are using on your phone, flip it to landscape and also hit the little tab so you see things in card view and not list view. That'll make it a little bit easier, but best used on tablet or by far definitely a laptop or a desktop computer to see the comparison. So this is for small businesses. So if you run a small business and are in need of a new card or want to see how your current card you have compares to others, you can use these charts to check it out. And like many points and miles people know, even if you don't run a business, some cards are pretty lax in applications. You can get business cards as long as you use your social insurance number, because basically all you have to say is that you're self-employed with your social insurance number. Amex is pretty open with that. So these are also some things to take into consideration. So you can use that chart to see which ones probably work best for you. And the one thing I was actually kind of impressed about or learned was the TD Business Travel Visa card. I don't really know if that one it must have been revamped recently, and I kind of I haven't looked at that card for a long time, I'll be honest with you, probably well over a year. And maybe it was revamped when the first class travel and TD rewards, like the consumer cards, were revamped in late 2022. Maybe this one as well, because I had no idea that this one awards 6 points per dollar on foreign currency purchases. So basically no FX. I mean, it has an FX fee, but earning 6 points per dollar, if you redeem that for Expedia for TD purchases, that's a 3% return. So that's better than your 2.5% exchange fee. So it's actually, one of these cards. I'm gonna have to add it to our no effects fee article as one that has rewards that exceeds the value of the foreign transaction fee that they charge. I was unaware of that. Maybe some of you guys have been. I'm sure some of you guys have been. There are some people out there who just know, way more than even I do on their cards. So let me know if you know when this change happened. I'm thinking, like I said, it was probably was that October when the changes happened? September, October 2022 when TD had their consumer cards changed. So I'm assuming this was the same for the TD Business Travel Visa card. So definitely that one kind of surprised me. And that's the beauty of doing these charts and updating them is that I do catch things eventually on some cards that maybe aren't in the spotlight ever. The cards that are always in the spotlight: Cobalt, Aeroplan, Visa Infinite, the Scotia Scene cards, you name it. Those ones, we're on top of those all the times. But it's these other cards that we miss out sometimes. It's like that new Envision Calabria cashback card that they released, the World Elite or Visa Infinite. It's now one of the best cashback cards in Canada. Had we not been doing the comparison charts, I probably still wouldn't have caught it. But now we know that it's out there, and it does present as one of the best cashback cards in Canada. So that's the beauty of doing these comparison charts. And if you guys find actually any other cards that I've missed on those, like I've missed Canadian Tire, so I need to add those, or if there's information that is incorrect or needs updating, please let me know. I do my best to update them, but with literally a few hundred cards, it sometimes takes some time to update them, and it helps. I usually get through it faster when people do email me and let me know that there is a change. And then the last thing we're going to cover this week is just quickly, I covered it on the blog in the daily update on Friday the 28th, and that is Air Canada Aeroplan now allows, or is beta testing, online changes to Aeroplan award flights. So before you would have to call in to change your flights. Now they are beta testing online system for changing those. This news wasn't supposed to come out. The Aeroplan had emailed all of us, letting us know, kind of the technique that they are doing the beta testing, that it's out there. But they said we weren't supposed to release it, but some blogs did. So it's out in the public. It's there. So that's why I just put a quick blurb on it. Once I think it's out of beta testing, I'll cover it more, because right now I don't have any Aeroplan bookings. D, who does some of our reviews, he has 5 bookings, but none of his were eligible. Like, it was grayed out, the part for him to, so he's, for him to change the flight. So either he wasn't targeted for it, or those bookings that he has are too complex for online changes. So, but anyways, some of you guys, if you want to check out your Aeroplan bookings, you'll be able to change them online now. It goes through the same process that you would when you call in. It'll charge the fees, that if any fees are due, and any difference in points or taxes you will have to pay or get refunded, those type of things. But like I said, we'll cover that more once it's out of beta testing and available to all Aeroplan members. And that's everything for this week. Pretty much this is the last episode of July. I hope all you guys enjoyed the information in here. Like I said, there wasn't tons this week. We're in the middle of summer, so there isn't lots. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more. I mean, you got the Home Hardware Scene Plus launching in August, so maybe we'll get some more coverage of that. I mean, I did cover it last week. And hopefully we'll start seeing more bonuses come too. I mean, that, everybody like me, we love to earn all those extra points and everything. And it does seem like travel has reached its peak. Of course, it's summer, and it always drops off anyways in fall and winter, but it seems like it might drop off more than usual coming up. So we may see a lot more encouragement from the airlines and hotels with bonus offers in that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to hit that like button. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.